let's invite our today's guests who are Shuhratbek Abdushukurov, Barkamol Iranov, Umarjon Alamov. Our warm welcomes for them. So, yeah. So, our dear...
Well, sir, how are you doing?
Yes.
How are you feeling today? Great.
Welcome to our studio.
Come, guys.
Come on, guys.
We got a place for everybody.
Yes.
It is always enough. And let me just pick this camera up. Microphone, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming and accepting our invitations. We have honor to have conversations like the hard learners like you.
Okay, thank you.
Amazing.
Can you introduce yourself, first of all?
My name is Shuhratbek and surname Abdushukurov, and I'm teaching English language in Al-Mazar Specialized School, and which is situated in central part of the city, as you know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, I've got so many questions, honestly. Who got 7, who got 8, and could you please tell us a little bit more about the backstory of it?
Okay, there are a lot of students who got high score, but here today only 2. The youngest one, this is Barkamol, who got 7, and this is his Umar, and who got 8. And why their score amazing? Because they are not only young but also clever and smart enough to get this score.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so great. Can you introduce yourself for us, for our dear viewers?
Sure.
I actually waited a lot to meet with such guys, young, smarter guys, actually.
Okay, so my full name is Iranov Barkamol, and I'm currently like 13 years old, and I study in Al-Mazar Specialized School in the 6th grade. And I would also say that Al-Mazar Specialized School is considered one of the most prestigious schools in not only in Tashkent but also in Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love
it. You love your school, right, Barkamol?
Yes, I think so.
What about you? Your name is Umarjon, right?
Sure. Right, my name is Umarjon. My full name is Umarjon Alamov. I study in the same school, Al-Mazar Specialized School, and I would agree that it is a pretty prestigious school, and I fully agree that it is one of the best schools in the whole Uzbekistan, and I'm really happy to study there.
Yeah, let's talk about your IELTS journey. How hard it was, how easy it was, what kind of challenges, difficulties you have passed through to get this 8-band score, to get this 7-band score.
Okay, so I started learning English since I was in the kindergarten and with school programs, but when I was in 6th grade, I started going to online courses to study a bit deeper. And in November of the last year, I started taking it seriously, and I started studying for IELTS exam, and in approximately 5 months, I achieved this result.
Yeah, we can congratulate you on gaining 8-band score on the IELTS exam. You are 6th grade, right? 8th grade, right?
Yeah, I finished 8th grade.
Yeah, great.
So, what about you?
Okay, so I started learning English, if I'm not mistaken, like when I was in the 1st grade. So in that moment, I wasn't actually learning English that deep. I was only learning some kind of like basic communication skills. And after that, like in the 4th grade, I started learning it deeply. I started going to like English extra courses. And after that, I entered the Al-Mazar Specialized School. And in the 5th grade, I started going there to extra lessons. And all the way to the 6th grade, I was learning English there. If I'm not mistaken, I learned from the level pre-intermediate to the IELTS level.
Great.
And now I got IELTS.
Amazing.
Band score 7.
Amazing, amazing. And obviously, like we already asked the students about their journey, but obviously you as a teacher, you know way better than most of the people about their struggles, what they faced with. Could you please tell us a little bit more about their struggles, what they have struggled with to get to that score, and at the same time, what it actually takes for other students just like them to be able to get that score?
Okay. to get higher score, first student should get foundation course, which means general English course, you know. To get each level, they may study 3 or 2 months approximately.
Yes.
And then they will start IELTS course. Barkamal started with general English level, and as he mentioned, with pre-intermediate level, and then he continued and he passed it first time, and last year he got 6. But he didn't want to stop, and he continued the preparation again.
Great
then
job.
after 5 or 4 months, he retook the IELTS exam, and he improved score from 6 to 7, and speaking and all skills improved. And coming to Umarjan is clever, and not only clever but also hardworking, and he studied hard, he correct his mistakes, and then he in difficult time he continued with his mother's and father's motivation. At the end he got this same score, which means
Amazing.
8. But I should mention one thing. It really depends on the atmosphere, the materials they are using, and for example, people around them.
Yes.
And this thing helped them to improve this score. And there are a lot of students, approximately 50 or 60 students who got the same score, like 7 or 8 in this school, which means the school students are clever. That thing motivates them.
Amazing, amazing, sir. And I mean, obviously, I have so many questions right now. Our time is a little bit limited. So right now, we're going to have a quick advertisement, guys, and we're going to be back with a lot more questions and a lot more interesting conversation.
Yes, keep following us. We will back to you.
All right,
Yes.
guys. I mean, you want to say something? Okay, great. So we're back at this point, guys. As we said, right now we're going to continue our conversation, very interesting conversation. And I quickly wanted to remind you that right now we're having a conversation with Mr. Shuhratbek, Barkamal, and Umar John about their achievements in IELTS. They already got their 7 and 8 points, 8 points from IELTS. So this is going to be very interesting. So let's come back.
Yes. If you guys any questions for our experienced teachers and our talented youngsters, you are very welcome to ask your questions through our phones. And Nalbek has prepared his questions for our teacher, right? And you have such interesting questions.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, there are so many questions, especially when there is a case like this, when there are so many young children who are getting these amazing scores. And honestly, like the question mostly I think is just about the system. What do you think? Is it the school? Is it their background that made them, like, help them to get this score, or is it that they're very talented? So, like, what do you think? What was the actual contributor to their success?
The main contributor for their success may be their talent, because all students may use the same materials, like education center may use the same materials, but the main difference is that their talent, because if the students select right things, right time, and that right motivation, in that case, the result would be quicker and higher, as you know, more than expected. That thing I'm seeing for several years. I have been teaching for more than 8 years. I have taught more than 1,000, maybe 2,000 students. But if I compare them with these students, maybe their hard work and their motivation, their dedication, and helped them to achieve this score. That thing is main thing in my opinion.
Yeah,
Right.
that's so great. So I have a question, our smart guy. So how do you feel after just getting 8 and such amazing 7 band score from the IELTS exam?
So when I heard that my results came out, I was really happy and excited. There were a lot of people who were congratulating for my band, and I think most people do not even understand how happy I was at that moment, because 8 is a really high score, and it means that you can practically go to any university without passing exams, and I was so happy for that. My relatives congratulated me, and everyone was happy for me.
Yes. And what about you, Barkamal?
Okay, so when I got the band score 7, I was also like quite happy, and at that moment, like not only my parents but also my relatives started congratulating me, and when they were like congratulating me, I was like really happy, and not only happy, but I was shocked that I got this score, because 7 is actually a pretty good score, and for me, I would actually consider this as like one of the best scores. I mean, in the future, I may actually get like band score 7 or even 9, but for now, I think band score 7 is actually enough.
Yes,
That's
we believe you will be the next Niners, actually.
Yes, we all believe in that. And honestly, like, I don't think that they're right now saying that they're shocked, but honestly, I don't think that these students were shocked, because, I mean, if you get 7, if you get 8, there is only one thing. It means that you've done the work, that you're very talented in whatever you're doing, and there is no place to be shocked about something, right? So.
Yeah.
And obviously, since we're talking about IELTS, I mean, this is not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy exam to pass. But what do you think? So, like, I mean, there are so many students, just like Barkamal, just like Umarjan, who are also very talented, who really want to study English. They want to get really good at IELTS. And what would be your #1 recommendation for those people, for those children, or maybe for their parents?
Of course, they are teachers as well, right?
Yes.
Our recommendation would be selecting the right materials, which means if you use reliable materials, then things would be easier. Your goals would be closer for you. Next thing, this is reliable teachers. As you know, if they have experience in teaching IELTS or experiencing their score, in that case, it would be easier for students to experience the same thing. And next thing, this is a family environment. As you know, in the family, if parents give opportunity for their children and like equipments, special books, in that case, it would be easier. Another thing, in our school, Al-Muzar Specialized School, thank you for our school system. Our head teacher and school teachers gave a lot of opportunities for students who are preparing for IELTS, which means this thing not only motivate them but also give them scholarship, foreign scholarship, and they may continue their studies in foreign country like America, like British universities or Canadian university. That's why these things may be very helpful for them in their future.
And I have here questions. You have mentioned a lot of just the right materials, maybe suitable materials. So what do you mean, I mean, the right materials? Can you share the exact material or can you recommend for our dear viewers who are preparing for the IELTS exam exact materials they can use to improve their band scores?
If they are general English level students, they may use Cambridge or Oxford University Press book, like Navigate or Empower, the materials which improve their level from A1 to C1 level. Then they may study Cambridge IELTS practice books from 9 to 19 or 20. This is reliable. Why reliable? The same question will be given in real exam, which means before paying the money, they may experience the same real exam questions. In that case, after practicing 40 or 50 questions, which means 50 full tests, they may get higher score because they will have self-confidence and motivation, and they may correct their mistakes after practicing each questions, and they should analyze with teachers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And obviously, like you've been talking about so much about the specialized school. I mean, it obviously it almost seems like the whole their achievement that they got like 7 or 8 from IELTS. It's only because of the school. Obviously, this is because of you, because you done the job, you worked with them. This is mostly your job. And what do you think? How can somebody else who really want to learn the English or get the IELTS score just like these students, what what do they should look for in a teacher so they can understand that this teacher is going to get them to whatever score they want?
In our school, we have a chain, which means a teacher's chain, who share the opinion and information with each other. And we have a chain, which means friends who collaborate with students, and who, if somebody got higher score, they help other students, which means this student's mistake will be corrected in other students. This thing will help them not only for our school student but also for Uzbek students.
Yeah,
Amazing.
great.
Amazing, sir.
So, regarding the preparation, guys, what was the hardest skill, the hardest part of the IELTS exam? Maybe during the preparations, maybe during the exam for you.
So for me, the hardest part of the IELTS exam was the speaking part. So because in the speaking part you face a real examinee and you have to talk to them in person. Most people feel nervous, and this was the case with me as well. I was nervous at that time, but I think by building up self-confidence you can overcome this problem really easily. But for me, that was the biggest problem, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But he got speaking band 8, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you got just
amazing,
8
amazing.
band score from
I love
the
it.
speaking. Yeah.
I love it.
If you just didn't have any difficulties, maybe you got the 9, right?
Maybe.
For sure, for sure. This is amazing. And what about you, Barkamal?
I'd probably say that writing was actually considered one of the most challenging skills for me, and to overcome this kind of skill, of course, I was actually practicing. I was actually practicing writing so much, but still in the exam I was actually, unfortunately, I got a really challenging topic, especially in task 2. So this was actually quite of a challenge to write something about this topic, and I think that's all.
Amazing. I love it. I love it, guys.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, there are so many things that we could talk about right now, and our conversation is very interesting and at the same time, I think, informative. This is what important it is in every single conversation that we're having. But our time is very limited, unfortunately. And if you have anything else to say, last shots, last wishes to everybody who's watching us right now, we'd be really happy to hear that.
And my suggestion would be for all students, if you want to get higher score in the IELTS, or if you want to study in foreign country, first you should learn English well, which means getting scores not only from IELTS but also Uzbek national certificates, and then you may continue with foreign certificates like SAT for foreign countries. If you get the same scores, which means high score in the IELTS and SAT, then you may cover full scholarship, which means your mother and father will be happy not paying tuition fee for universities.
Yes.
This is very important thing for young learners, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
great. So what about you guys? Do you have any wishes or recommendations for your peers who is watching us?
So to all the viewers who also are willing to take an IELTS exam, I would recommend practicing a lot, because with a lot of practice you can get better at all areas of the IELTS exam. So practicing talking to people who know English or practicing the exam might help you a lot.
Yeah.
Great.
I'd probably say that in order to get a high score in IELTS, firstly they should actually be hardworking and self-reliant, and additionally I would also say that they should also be passionate about learning English, because if they won't have any kind of passion or motivation, then I don't think that they will actually be able to get high score, 7 or 8. So of course motivation is also a very important factor in taking IELTS exam.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. I guess our dear viewers can follow your advice and improve their band scores. And we hope you can come our studio and we can talk and share all secrets of IELTS exam, right? Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much, guys. That was very interesting.
Yes.